pretty competitive, more so when we were younger, but definitely still like to go back and forth at each other in trainings and things like golf. Yeah, keep it pretty competitive. It's been good, but it also we've relied and supported on each other at times, and that's been good. When one's down, the other one's up, which has been cool. We started playing because our older sister was into hockey. We probably started at the same time. I would have been 9 or 10 and Charlie about 8. Yeah, we used to go watch our older sister play and George Baker's older sister play, and we used to just pick up a stick on the sideline and before rugby. And one year, George Baker's mum entered a little Marist team with us 3 and then a couple of other boys who we're still mates with now. And yeah, just never looked back from there really. Yeah, it was a pretty cool group, very competitive. There were 3 black sticks, a Crusader and a New Zealand triathlete who came out of it. So it was a pretty cool group and very competitive, which created like a cool training environment. So we had the 8 o'clock slot for every single Marist game, which was cool. Ange Baker sorted that out for us. And then the earliest rugby game was at 9:45, so we'd go from from hockey at 8 o'clock to rugby at 9:45. We probably both weren't cut out for rugby, so thought hockey was the better option.
Yeah, how do you reckon rugby's helped you guys like with your hockey?
I don't know, it definitely helped me pick up a few green and yellow cards along the way. Yeah, need to clean up the tackling sometimes, but and remember it's not a contact sport. But I don't know, just definitely helps with athleticism and that sort of thing, and yeah, just learning to be part of a team, I guess.
What did you think when they first took up, they both playing rugby, Joey and Charlie, and what did you think when they sort of started up hockey?
Well, they were surprisingly, they seemed to love it pretty much immediately, and it was around sort of the age when they were 13 and they had the opportunity to be in a rep hockey team or a rep rugby team, and both of them chose the hockey at that stage to play Hatch Cup, and that sort of cemented their decision to play hockey. And we've found it an amazing game to learn as they've gone through the grades. It's very skillful and fast and a good spectator sport really. So yeah, good to watch.
And we're lucky at Marist. It's a sort of a big family club in terms of good people give back. There's lots of brothers and sisters in all the teams. So in our men's Prem team, I think there's 3 sets of brothers, and the girls team there's 3 sets of sisters. Some of those are crossover between the 2 teams. It's very, very much a family club.
How important is that sort of family vibe in sport?
I think it helps the kids enjoy it a lot more. They've made amazing friends through that, and then also as a family they get support from each other in their gameplay. They're always quite happy to talk to each other about what they've done well and what they haven't done so well, and help each other out, give each other a bit of stick sometimes as well, but that being all playing the same sport makes that easier. And then making lots of friends through hockey has been amazing, through rep hockey, club hockey, school hockey, and then going through into the New Zealand hockey community. They've met a lot of people, and we have too, which I think makes the sport more enjoyable for them.
Never have we had to say, it's raining, get out, you need to go to training. They've driven it all themselves, and so worked hard to get where they've got to really. I think we're quite a close family, and that the family home and the family's important to them all. So I think I don't know. There's that support around them. I think whether at highs and lows, injuries, that they know they've got sort of supportive parents, supportive siblings, so that sort of helps them through. And
I guess what are the values that you guys have instilled as a family that have been able to mean that they can play at elite hockey, and same with Cara, and
I think they all seem to have a good work ethic, and I mean whether that comes from us or not, I don't know. It's very it's great. It's when they get selected, that feeling of pride is great, and seeing them run out there and sing the national anthem's pretty incredible, really. Yeah,
it's a proud moment, really. But then when the game starts, you have that nervousness, that hoping they're not going to stuff it up.
Yeah.
And how do you think they've gone so far?
Oh, they've gone pretty well. Yeah, I mean they're still young and still learning, and got a lot to learn. But you know, as long as they keep working hard and keep learning, and keep enjoying it, I think hopefully they'll have a few more years yet with the Black Sticks.
For me and for Joe, enjoyment was a big factor. We always had mates playing around us and a cool group. And when you enjoy something, you're more inclined to train and want to do well at it. So, yeah, I guess that was a big factor, enjoyment. Yeah, I reckon just the coaching and people are involved in the start of our journeys was really beneficial. Guys like Josh Cumberoff and some of our other early coaches, Kathy Baker, definitely fostered a love for the game, I guess. Kathy's been huge in me and Joe's career. She's had a lot to do with Marist and a lot to do with the CPL men's team, which me and Joe have been a part of. She's awesome. She's all about culture and about being good people, which I think is cool and creates a really fun group.
Charlie and Joe are just amazing hockey boys. Their dedication, I can't even think of the words to describe them. They have great hockey skills. They read the game really well, and they've just worked so hard to achieve what they've always wanted to be as being a black stick. And I think for both of them, they now have got all the tools in the toolbox, and they're just showing great hockey skills, and they're amazing.
How much of that's up to you?
Oh, look, I can't take much credit for that at all. I've been involved with them, but I think just through their, they've had many coaches involved with their development over the years, from when they started at primary level, where there was a guy called Glenn Taylor who coached them through, and they used to play hockey at 8 o'clock, and then they'd shoot off to rugby at 9:15. So their sport is in their blood, it's in their genes, and hockey is one of their second options really for Chamo, and they all played rugby and was their first choice. Then they got into hockey because they could play both sports, which was fantastic. So we just love having them as part of the Marist Club as well. I think when you've got a family like they have got, I think the dedication of the parents to allow them to be at both sports, to be there for them, getting them through thick and thin, and they're just so supportive of what their children do at sport at top level. Yeah.
How important do you think family is at that level?
I think family's huge. It's a huge influence, because you're always going to play better when you've got the support on the sideline, people coming to watch, family coming to watch. It's nothing better, and they are very modest family, to be fair, the Morrisons.
Family's definitely been very supportive. Providing us with rides and stuff when we were younger, and always being there, encouraging us to just have a go, but without being too pushy. Yeah, it's been cool. They obviously never played hockey growing up. They were into different sports, so but they were very supportive and kind of said the drive has to come from you, so if you want to do it, then go and do it, but we'll be there to support you. Ella got us started into the game. We used to go and watch her all the time, and so she probably brought us into the game. And then Cara, our younger sister, is good for keeping us in line and making sure we don't get too overconfident, probably. Yeah, bit of chirp, bit of banter. Go home from the flat on a Sunday night for dinner, catch up with the fam is always good, and just hear about what they've been up to, and
The boys would always come and watch us, and there were a few other younger brothers there that would always be dragged along to watch. And I guess, they just enjoyed watching us play, and then they'd jump on at half time and have a hit around before they went on to play rugby after. And then, the mums just thought, why don't we put a boys team in? They played at 8 o'clock before rugby, and then eventually hockey took over instead of rugby. I always say I'm in the shadows now, because obviously the boys are doing well with their hockey, and Cara's getting into the junior black stick stuff, so now I'm sort of watching from the sidelines. But no, it's been good to watch them succeed, and
It's pretty cool being able to watch them and aspire to be like them. get some tips off them if I'm lucky.
I guess Mum and Dad always taught us that sport was like for enjoyment as well. So
yeah, if you're not enjoying it, then probably shouldn't be playing it.
yeah, and always to play fair and be
Play
honest.
hard, play fair.
Yeah, Mum always said play hard, play fair.
Whatever you do to try and give your all in it, like whether it's hockey or study or anything like that.
And I guess about the importance of like hard work and stuff as well, which the boys have both seen now as they've been injured, doing all their rehab and stuff, that it doesn't just come easy. You've got to put in the time.
What does it mean seeing your family name on the back of the black shirt? Does that resonate with you at all? Yeah,
it's pretty cool seeing our name up there, and I guess they've still got a long way to go in their hockey careers. So, but no, it's definitely really cool. Didn't think it would happen so soon, I guess, but it's cool.
What did you think when you saw Joe and then Charlie debut for New Zealand?
It was quite surreal, like going from seeing them play junior hockey, move their way up like through hockey and under 18s and then junior stuff, and then seeing them debut was quite special.
How would you guys describe your international journey so far, the Black Sticks?
Mine's definitely been a bit broken up. Obviously had a year off with injury and I had only played about 10 games, so that was pretty gutting, but definitely I think it's made me more resilient and the body's come back, hopefully, touch wood, better than it was. So yeah, it was a bit of a wake-up call, I guess, on the work you need to do to stay healthy and stay on the field. And yeah, it sucks that it takes a setback to learn that, but I was still pretty connected to the team because Charlie was just starting playing when I had the year off, so it was cool just being able to talk to him and see what the boys are up to. And obviously everyone in the team is real open to just having a yarn, so felt pretty connected. Guys would reach out and whatnot, so yeah, it was pretty easy, to be honest.
I was lucky enough to play at the World Cup and play alongside Joe before he was injured. Been lucky with selection, but to play over in India, I'd never really been out in New Zealand before, so that was pretty cool. And to play alongside Joe was also awesome. So yeah, no, I loved it, and yeah, it was a cool tour. We've played together at St Bede's and throughout Marist a lot before, so we've had a lot of time playing together and I guess having that connection on the field, but I think playing for New Zealand is definitely something different when you're on the same team.
It's cool. David Bryden, George Baker and Charlie and myself all went to the same school. David was obviously a few years older, but it's cool having sort of four of us, although I think we're yet to play a proper international with all four of us on the field, but hopefully that comes. And from a probably non-traditional hockey school, it was pretty cool to have a group of us go through together.
We definitely don't get as angry at each other playing for New Zealand as we did for Bede's and for Marist, which is good. Found each other a few times, I guess, but
yeah, still probably haven't played enough games to see the connection, but in club hockey definitely find it easy to get the ball personally from him.
What have been some of those tussles, angriness on the turf at each other growing up? What's that been like?
Yeah, we used to have a few scraps at home, but all playful play fighting and whatnot. But yeah, it's all friendly.
Were they?
On the turf though?
I don't know, probably just
always trying to be better than the other one, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's the better one?
Not me. Nah, I don't know.
Tough question.